Magic Monday with Enfys Tarot. It's Monday, March 24th, 2025, and we are going to ask Spirit for an Earth Magic Monday reading. That is when we use the Earth Magic cards to help us understand how to better connect with Earth energy, with universal energy, and really be a part of this amazing organism instead of being sort of trapped and isolated in our own little world. So that's what we're up to this morning. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Just a little bit of housekeeping to discuss. Last week, we had an increase in some visitors who didn't have really nice things to say. And I'm not one to shut anyone up. I'm a strong proponent for, free speech and talking when you feel like you need to say something. But there were a couple of times last week where I could see that my regular viewers, the people who want to feel safe in this space, were getting kind of annoyed, kind of offended, and they had every right to get annoyed and offended and frustrated. So my daughter has explained to me how to hide or block the comments from people who might not be strengthening the safe space here. And that's what I'll be doing. So if you are upset by someone's comments, let me know, and I will do what I can to hide or block those viewers so that they don't continue to create a negative vibe in this space. Good morning, Besa. How are you? Yes, absolutely. Ask a question. I am going to do the Earth Magic Monday reading first, but I will get to your question as soon as that reading is finished. So go ahead and pop that in the comment, and I can read your answer first. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I hope you had a nice weekend. Okay, Spirit, what do we need to know today, Earth Magic Monday? What is the message you would like to send us today? We've got some big shifting energy coming through with Aries and lunar eclipsed Aries. We're going to have Mercury retrograde later this month. What is going on? It's the new year. It's the beginning of spring. So this is the new year in terms of life on this planet. What do we need to know today? Let's start here. Unfoldment. We sure do get this card often, especially when it's appropriate. Unfoldment is just imagine yourself unfolding, right? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. This is the lotus. The lotus flower, the lotus blossom is often associated with meditation, with opening up, with becoming, with getting connected, receiving energy and giving energy. Good morning, Stephen. How are you? Promise. Here's the promise card. Let's see what's coming in with that promise card. Invocation. Synergy. Wake up call. All right, so, excuse me. Excuse me. It's spring now, and I have allergies, so we're going to be dealing with this for a few weeks. This is such a lovely reading for the beginning of spring, because what we are being told right now from Spirit is that we have space to unfold. And if we can unfold, if we can allow ourselves to become what we were intended to be, there is a promise of more growth. The invocation is being able to speak things into existence. And now is the time to be doing that. Isn't that what we're seeing all around us? When we're seeing the green shoots coming out and the blossoms on the trees and the birds waking up, this is invocation. And as we are connected with the universe and the earth, we're not different. We are the same. And it is our opportunity to unfold and invoke. So let's speak existence. Let's speak our intentions into existence, okay, by unfolding and working with the time and place that we're in right now, using the synergy card, the green man card. Really consider, I mean, even if you're just, this is a stretch, this is not based on science, right? But we have all been taught that humans are somehow different than the rest of the living organisms on this planet. From birth, most of us are taught that we are somehow different. Some of us are even taught that we are in control of our environment, that it's up to us, that we take dominion over the environment. There's a lot of questions there when it comes to that statement of having dominance, having dominion over this beautiful planet. Some could suggest that that dominance, having dominion, could have to do with simply speaking our ideas into existence, working with, communicating with the plants and the fungi and the animals and each other, and receiving source energy and being connected to spirit. This is a great time to be practicing that because there's just so much going on. You know, there's just, springtime is when there's so much going on, and it's easy for us to spot the signs, to really follow the breadcrumbs. So use this as a wake-up call. And look, I mentioned the eclipse. This will be the final eclipse in Aries. The final eclipse in Aries. So it's really a time for a new beginning, wake-up call. Harness this energy. We're being asked to harness this energy and really consider how powerful we are. We can create goodness in the world. Is there something else? Creation. This is how we're going to create. Boop, 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 boop. Yep. Okay, so this is our IKEA instruction manual here for how to create. Unfoldment, promise, invocation, synergy, wake-up call. Be present to what it is you need to understand. Be present to what it is you feel doesn't necessarily belong anymore in your life. A lot of times we kind of ignore how unhappy or unsettled we are because we are so willing to go with the status quo, and we refuse to even consider that there might be something more powerful or more fulfilling for us. So that's part of the wake-up call, is understanding what we need to let go of and leaning in closer to what brings us joy, because what brings us joy brings the creator joy and brings other people joy. You know, it's not a selfish act all the time. Sometimes we've been taught that, like, you know, we have to just constantly sacrifice, and if we're feeling good, somebody else is probably not feeling good. That's not the way things work. That's a lie that we've been taught. So consider this your wake-up call into creation. Thank you for that Earth Magic reading. Are there any follow-ups, Aquarian Tarot, for the follow-up on this one? Let's see if we have any more wisdom from Spirit that's going to come through in the Aquarian Tarot deck regarding our Earth Magic Monday reading. And now that I have 20 people in the room, I'm going to quickly reiterate what I said at my opening this morning. Last week we had a couple of people each day that were visiting, and they were kind of bringing the vibe down a little bit, and I could see that it was starting to really get to some of our regular viewers. So I am going to ask that everyone keep this a safe space. This is not a space for attacking or diminishing or invalidating anyone. Everyone who's here should feel comfortable and confident in knowing that we are receiving messages from Spirit, okay? Because that is what's happening. If you don't believe in all of this, please, I invite you to either stay quietly and learn what you can, or maybe find a channel that's better suited to your needs, okay? But if I'm seeing any kind of negativity, as much as I hate to do this, I am going to hide some comments if they get too out of line or if they make people feel too uncomfortable, okay? That was requested of me, and I think I probably need to sort of moderate a little bit better. So Yeah, please, if you can't say something nice, maybe zip it. Seven of Rods in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, Ace of Rods in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, okay, so this reading, this Earth Magic Monday reading that we received, we are being told very, very clearly in this spread that if we want the unfoldment, if we want the creation, we absolutely have to put an end to the things that are no longer serving us. That has to happen first, okay? So if you're dealing with relationships that you've been in forever and you've always kind of known that things are maybe not working or things seem to be taking a turn over time and they're not working for you anymore, you got to take a look at that, okay? You have to tie up the loose ends first. You've got to clear the space. You got to create the space to begin the invocation and the manifestation and creation, okay? That's what we're being told here. So really take a cold hard look at the areas that you may be in denial of or lying to yourself about or just stifling. You know, if you've been kind of holding on because you think it's your job to be uncomfortable or deal with the situation, you got to understand that that's not your job. That is a sign that that's the wrong thing for you and it's time to look in a different direction. Okay, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, look at, you're never going to win. Okay, if you're in a state of denial and you are just putting up with things because you think you're supposed to, it's never going to win. There's someone else who should be in your shoes, and you're actually taking the place of someone else who could be like, this is their life lesson, and they are the ones to be handling this. You've got other stuff to do, all right? So make sure you put those to an end. Page of Swords, don't keep trying to relearn the same mistakes. Three of Rods, look, it's so hard. This is the hard part. That's why we're getting all these cards. It's like everything in your past you got to take another look at. You got to see where you are right now and what you're holding on to and what you think you have to keep relearning, because I promise you there's something that you already understand. And there's the Hangman. Okay? Get the perspective. Really get the perspective right now. Really stop trying. This is a swimming upstream kind of reading that we're getting in here. If there are areas that are no longer working, see if you can let them go and give them to someone else. Nature abhors a void. So if you let them go, I promise you something's going to fill that space of yours, and whatever you're letting go of isn't going to just be dangling out there. It's going to leap immediately into another space that it is better suited for. Because the act of letting something go by acknowledging what's not working has an impact on both parties involved here, and they both learn from that. So really, like, get it. Like, Spirit is like, you got to get this, because it is time for unfoldment and creation. Okay, you got to let go of the stuff that is not yours to be carrying. So get that perspective. All right, I see so many people in the room waiting so patiently for their questions to be answered. So thank you, Spirit. That was an important message, and I hope that it really hits home with everyone in our community today. Let's go ahead and put these cards to the side so that I can get some questions answered. I will, let's see, scroll back up here. Okay. Besa Hassani, good morning, Stephen, thank you. Good morning, Carlos Ramirez. I didn't try the cayenne pepper, but I will. I'm a little, I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit nervous about it. The last time I had a close meetup with cayenne pepper, I ended up inhaling it, and it turned into like the worst sinus infection I had ever had, because I guess I irritated things and just everything went sort of haywire. But I will try it. I just have to do it at a time where I'm not rushing. I need to be like present and pay attention to what I'm doing. So I will try that cayenne pepper for these allergies. Thank you for reminding me. All right, let's see, Besa. What has he understood toward me in the distance? What will happen between us? Is it definitely ended? Let's find out. Temperance in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Rods upright. The World in reverse. Page of Swords upright. Knight of Pentacles upright. Queen of Rods in reverse. Do we have another one? The Moon. Okay. Let me read your question again. So I don't think it's necessarily definitely ended. There is hope for you in this Four of Rods, okay? That can mean a good union between two people, something to celebrate. That being said, this lack of temperance has created a history and a potential future of putting the wrong things into this relationship. There's a breakdown of, there's a place where energies aren't meeting. There's a place where the two of you haven't been working for the highest good of each other. There's something lacking. There's definitely something lacking. And it has to do with an inability to get on the same page. And it's repeated. It's a repeated thing. And right now, I think that's what's happening. The understanding, you want to know what his understanding is toward you from a distance. There's very little understanding. There's a lack of understanding. There's a miscommunication. And that might not, that's not going to change by itself. That's going to require a new way of learning and thinking about each other in order for this to work. Okay, you've got to be willing to learn about each other. And the thing is, you may be willing to learn about this other person, but it might take a little longer for them to be willing to see you in a new light, to learn you at a deeper level. It's not going to happen without you being the first to initiate it. But when you try to initiate it, it has to be done with a degree of temperance. You have to try to meet them where they are and then slowly introduce what you're trying to share with them. Okay? You don't want to deny anything. You don't want to invalidate anything. This is going to be a real new kind of communicating that needs to occur in order for this to work. And honestly, it's not going to be a one-time fix. This is going to be something that the two of you will need to continue working on for the long term. This new way of communicating and understanding has to be practiced all the time, every day, for the rest of your relationship, whatever that looks like. Okay? Queen of Rods in reverse is suggesting that this could become kind of exhausting for you, and it might make you feel like you can't be fully yourself in this relationship. This course of action might result in the two of you working out well together, but you're going to be somehow depleted by it. It's like you're going to be sacrificing yourself or compromising yourself in order to make this work. And so you want to really think about whether or not that's the right thing for you to do. Is it time for you to, is it your goal right now to get back together, to have something with this person? Or is it your goal to make sure that whatever has occurred, you're both better now than you were before meeting? You have to make that decision, because it's not a total loss, but the sacrifices of this are going to be pretty impactful for you. And you're going to have to figure, that's going to be a new challenge along the way of how to navigate that without losing yourself fully. So yeah, think about it. Think about how you want to move forward with this. It can't hurt to create the temperance and reestablish the lines of communication that are going to result in you both being in a better place now than you were prior to a meeting. But is it worth really reconnecting? You gotta maybe wait and see how things are looking, and then assess as you go. Okay, so yeah, kind of conflicted messages coming in here, because it's not a total loss, it's not a total no. It's just like there's more to the situation that needs to be addressed. There's a higher good, I think. Different goal. Thank you for asking that question. Alina Barube, good morning. Thank you. Love Bug, hi. Stephen Yuri, is today a good time for the follow-up on the family to do? Let's find out from last Thursday. Let's do it. I'm going to start that with just a quick yes, no. Could we have a quick yes or no on that? Is today a good day for that follow-up on the family situation, the family to-do? Is today a good day for a follow-up on that? Page of Rods in reverse. Maybe not. Maybe let's wait. There's something about this that's a little bit like not ready for the information yet. So ask another question. Solani, hello. I'm sorry you've got some messages retracted here. I hope that if you have a question, you pop it in. Shannon B, have I shifted my reality? All right, Shannon B. I shifted my reality. Shannon B. Shannon B shifted their reality. Ooh, yes, absolutely. Page of Rods up right here. Three of Rods. Yes, you have 100% shifted your reality. Page of Rods, Three of Rods. So you've discovered something new. There's been an enlightenment, a light bulb moment. You can't unsee things. Okay, once you've seen it, it's like you can't unsee it. And now it has opened up a third path, and you're considering what to do. So yeah, okay, Justice card in reverse, Star card in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, and then the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this is an opportunity for you to correct something. There's a karmic rebalance here. So stay here before you make the decision of which direction to take. Stay here and solidify yourself on this new shift, on this new energy. Okay, get comfortable there before acting on anything, because it's like there's more. There's even more for you to see. So it might feel to you right now like you've shifted and now you see things a whole new way. Guess what? There's more. So understand that. And it's probably going to have an impact on righting wrongs. It's going to have an impact on your overall health and well-being. It's a big thing about timing, how the energy is flowing. It's going to have to do with your relationships as well, any kind of relationships. So you're going to see what relationships are not serving you, what relationships are not working for either party, and you're going to have an idea of, boy, wow, this is the area that you could be looking into for today's Earth Magic Monday reading. If you're ready to unfold and start creating and invoking manifestations, take a look at the relationships in your life. Business partnerships, friendships that aren't working, romantic relationships, whatever is leaving you feeling diminished or uneasy or less than in some way, unhealthy, something's off, those got to go. And that's going to get you to that next step. You've got this Ace of Pentacles here. So this is a big shift. You still have more to do. You've got more to learn. And it's a big, big opportunity for you. So yeah, and you're going to have to deal with the heartbreak of this Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's not going to be the same as it would have been a year ago, because there's a lot of energy right now for this. So you will have that assistance. So the answer is yes, and here's what you can be doing with that information. Thank you for your question. Thank you for that answer. ASMR Healing, hi. You're welcome, Stephen. Go ahead and pop another question in there for us. Okay, Aline, planning to go to Las Vegas. Are you still going? And then we have Aries, the beautiful Aries princess. Good morning. Is Aline Berube going to Las Vegas? What's the deal with Vegas? What's going on with Vegas? Aline Berube. Going to Vegas? King of Pentacles upright. Sounds like a yes. Ace of Swords upright. The Tower upright. Temperance in reverse. Ten of Rods in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Rods in reverse. Six of Rods upright. Okay, so there are going to be some hang-ups. If you're dealing with hang-ups that are preventing you from getting to Vegas, you might already be seeing them. There are things that are going to change your plans. I mean, Temperance, Ten of Rods, the Chariot, Page of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Rods. This is like big time stopping energy. So there are going to be some obstacles here. When those obstacles hit, you don't have to give up, okay? You have to acknowledge that things might be changing, but you don't have to give up on Vegas. You need to get some help. You need to bring people on board that are going to help you make this happen, okay? Because there are things that are getting in your way. Yeah, and then you're going to have to really be on your best in terms of planning and navigating and making sure that every box is checked off, okay? You want to make sure that you're communicating really clearly with other people and with the universe, with your intentions and yourself, okay? If you get hung up on the fear and the obstacles, you're probably going to get more fear and fear fuel and obstacles, okay? So keep that in mind. But yeah, you can still go, and it'll be a good thing. Three of Cups upright. You know, this is going to have a lot to do with getting the right people on board. All right. So maybe consider that what you thought this trip to Vegas or going to Vegas was going to look like might not look the same as what you originally planned. But that doesn't mean that you're not going. And you do need to ask for help. You do need to talk to some people and see how they can help you, and keep a really clear head. This is going to require some smart planning, some good problem solving. Okay? Thank you for that question. Thank you for that answer. Okay, Stephen, that's a good question. Is this situation going to work out, or do I need to ask for outside help? Nine of Pentacles, it is going to work out. You've been doing everything. There is going to be conflict, right? You got this Five of Rods, Nine of Swords in reverse, Seven of Pentacles upright. All right, so yeah, I don't think... It's like, I mean... It's clear that you're very worried about the conflict. I don't think that it's so much that you need outside help as it is you need inside help, getting clear on being able to let go of what you're sort of attached to in the situation. It's like you really want everything to work out a certain way. And I think that more importantly, you want it to work out for the highest good, and trust that everything is going to be okay, because it is. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. You're starting with the Nine of Pentacles. You've been working towards something good here. You've been doing what you need to do in order for the success. And you're getting close to the finish line here. You're experiencing, or afraid that you will be experiencing, conflict. It's causing you some worry. It's causing you to reconsider and doubt yourself. I'm getting some self-doubt here. You got to keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right track. You've got the Ten of Pentacles here. So I don't think you necessarily need outside help. I think that you are in the right spot for the transformation to occur. You're doing everything that's needed for the transformation to occur. Look at that. Nine of Rods in reverse. Yeah, don't give up. Don't change course. Don't switch lanes. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay? That's the best thing for you to do right now. It's not time to start looking for outside help. That sometimes outside help can muddy the waters. It can cause new worries and concerns that don't matter in the long run, and you haven't started thinking about them yet, and you don't need to. Sometimes it can just result in bad advice, people not understanding the situation as well as you do. I'm getting a strong feeling that you're the best person to be handling this right now, and an outside influence is just going to muddy the waters. Don't doubt yourself, okay? You're on the right track. Thank you for that question. Thank you for that answer. Yeah, here you are, Ari, also wanting to move to Vegas. All right. Is that what you want to talk about today? Let me scroll down. Okay, so Ari, I see your question down there at the bottom. I'm going to answer the questions that have come in before your question. So let me scroll back up here. Love bug. Will the male Aries break silence with me? Thank you. Let's find out. Will the male Aries break? What is that? What is that everything just really seized up, really tight. Holy cow. I feel like there's a hand gripping the back of my neck and just like everything seized up. That is not, that is not a normal thing for me. I don't experience that. That's not like, there was no reason for that. Man, it is still there. What is coming in? What is coming in with this? Will the male Aries break silence with love bug? The male Aries break silence with love bug. Is this just the stress that you are experiencing over this male Aries? Do they have a hold on you? Do they have like a grip on you? Just like, who is this male Aries? Are they making you feel like they got a foot on the back of your neck? Are you just sort of waiting for them to have mercy? What is going on? Break silence. Love bug. No. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. The Devil in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Sun in reverse. Yeah, there's some real bad energy coming in with this Aries, with this male Aries. The Hierophant in reverse. King of Rods upright. I think you're being... the physical sensations that I just experienced and then the cards that are coming through on this question are like warning, warning, warning. You know, it's like a fire alarm. Okay, this is not a good situation for you with this male Aries, and you need to do whatever you can to break free from their grip. Okay, they have you gripped. You got to pivot. You have what it takes to pivot, to get out of this situation, to move on. There's a feeling of repeated cycles. It's like you gotta break this. It's almost an energetic spiritual bond that's got you like, it's almost like a contract or something, and I'm feeling like you are bound to keep repeating this cycle, and you right now is the time to make this switch. Okay, so if you need to energetically start breaking contracts that are keeping you involved in repeated unhealthy patterns, if you've got to break this off some very tangible way and just get out of this situation with male Aries, you gotta do it. You gotta move on from this. You gotta get away from this. This is not good. Okay, this is some really bad energy for you, and the male Aries is going to hold this. It's like they're going to hold whatever they can over you to keep you controlled. I don't like it. I don't like it. There's your message from Spirit. I hope that makes sense. Anything else on that one? No. All right. Let's see who's coming in next. Thank you, Love Bug. Pressed for time. Yeah. You're on the right track. Just keep doing it. You're almost at the end. Did you see that? The Nine of Wands come through there? You're close to the end here. Aline Barube, scared because of the Trump problem. Yeah. Yeah, that would explain why all of those obstacles were coming in, and you got to be thinking very, very clearly. Okay? You have to make sure all your ducks are in a row. Okay, Smushy Pancakes. Is my dead dog still with me in the living world? I saw the same rare breed yesterday as I was going for a walk. High Priestess in reverse, there is more for you to understand. Devil in reverse. It's not that your dead dog is or isn't still with you. What you need to understand is that Spirit is going to try to send you messages however they can. Okay? So pay attention, because your dog is going to be one of those ways that Spirit is going to try to send you messages. So pay attention to what is going on when you get these reminders of your dog, and pay attention to what's going on up here and what you're experiencing physically, because this is such a good, very effective and powerful way for Spirit to send you messages. So really learn to pay attention to the messages coming through rather than the attachment to your dog. Okay, there's an important distinction there. Yeah. Look at that. You have to really appreciate that your dog's spirit has not gone. And it's not that your dog's spirit isn't still with you, because it is. But that is not the point of the messages. You have to pay attention to the point of the messages when those are coming through. Okay, you got to receive them wholly as gifts. Don't let other things interfere. Okay, you have to really understand what you're working with. Spirit comes through animals often. And this is a practice moment for you. This is a point of your life where you're still kind of raw sometimes from the pain of this loss. And sometimes it's hard to bust through the pain part of it in order to see the bigger picture, to see the message coming through. So that's what you're working on right now. That's what you want to be practicing, is being able to acknowledge the pain of it, but also listen to the message that's coming through, because there is something that you want to be listening for. Okay? There's definitely something you want to be listening for. And if you're focused on your dog, if you're focused on that part of it, you're missing the point. Okay? So, good question. I'm glad you asked that question, because that was an important clarification that needed to happen. Thank you for that clarification. All right, Ari, the beautiful Aries princess. Should I get a second job next month or the month after that? All right, second job in April or May? April or May? Yeah, April. I think you should start looking for a second job in April. Um, and I think that it's because, oh, look at that. Yeah, in May, it's, something's not going to be present. Like the options, the opportunities won't be there. So look in April for something, okay? And let's see what this Six of Cups is. Seven of Swords in reverse, Hierophant, upright. Have you ever thought about working with young children? Um, what is this Seven of Swords in reverse here? It's like there's, you've got the Six of Cups and then the Hierophant. And for me, that says it has something to do with an institution, like a school or a daycare, like some kind of institution where you're working with children or young people, or maybe it has to do with being creative and playful. So, but this Seven of Swords in reverse here is making me think that there was at some point something that got in the way of that opportunity, and it was a sneaky thing. Like somebody did something to sort of sabotage that opportunity for you, or is going to try and sabotage the opportunity, and maybe that's why you need to do it in April. So keep your eye out for that. Okay, something that has to do with kids or school or daycare or something like that. And if that opportunity presents itself, hold on to it, okay? And really act on it. Because there is going to be someone who tries to mess that up for you. Like maybe they want the position, so they spread a rumor, or there's some kind of sabotage. But it's going to be obvious. That's why that Seven of Swords is in reverse. The secret's out, you know, like it's going to be obvious. So yeah, April. Start looking in April. Thank you for that question. Gotcha. Good morning, divine timing. What do my guides want me to know today? All right, what do divine timing's guides want them to know today? Message for divine timing from the guides. Ooh, Three of Cups. That's really funny because as I was shuffling, I had this beautiful triangle of energy. It was like spirit, me, you, like working, there was a connection. So I think you're open to that kind of connection today. So you want to be aware of that. Be really open to that connection. Yeah, it's not a time for isolation. It's time for talking to people. Absolutely. Talk to people, connect with friends, get out there and meet new people. That's what's needed. That's so clear to me. What's coming through from spirit is you want to connect with friends and meet new people. If you have the opportunity to do that, do it. Hanged Man, it's going to give you a new perspective, and you can juggle it. This is what's needed right now to rebalance you. Temperance in reverse. Are you nervous? Does that make you nervous? Do something, take it slowly. Okay, maybe don't dive in. Maybe just go ahead and be curious, but keep that connection open. All right? And that's your message for today. Very, very friendly, social connection. That's the message coming through from spirit for you, divine timing. Thank you for that. Thank you, Taylor. I actually just gave myself a haircut this morning, so thank you for that. It was time. Kumar. All right. Yes, Kumar, let's find out about the studies. I wonder why that's coming in, Ari, about, I mean, it was just so clear about children and the Hierophant. Play around with that. Not that I'm saying you should just ignore what you want, but see what comes about there with the school or daycare or working with children or something like that. Just see what comes about. Might even be working because there was that element of joy. Have you thought about like working at a place that does children's parties where you would be like, I don't know, you have, I guess because you have princess in your name, I'm thinking of like you being one of the people that like hosts princess parties or something. I don't know, but children are somehow involved. So see, just keep that idea open and see if you can spot why children would be involved in this, in your breadcrumbs. Okay? Yeah, maybe like Chuck E. Cheese or something, yes. Morrow, Widmore, hello. I want to just see if Kumar has a question. Okay, so your question is in there. It's down a little further. So I'll back up here. Morrow Widmore, can you predict, is my daughter want to sleep with me? I don't understand the question. Pop the question in again for me, but make it more clear because I don't understand the question. Smushy Pancakes, not sure if you saw mine. Is my dead dog with me, still living in this world? I saw the same rare breed yesterday when I was... Yes, Smushy Pancakes, I hope that you heard the answer because I did do your reading. Thank you, Shmay. That was also in the answer to your question, Smushy Pancakes. Okay, Kumar, will I get seat in a government medical college for BAM's course this year through NEET exam? Will I qualify NEET exam this year? Let's see. Will I get seat in government medical college for BAM's course this year through NEET exam? Will I qualify NEET exam this year? What's this? Devil coming out. What's going on with that devil? Devil's in the details. I'll be looking for the details. King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Rods. Okay, devil's in the details on this one. So, King of Pentacles, the first thing you want to know about doing this is that there's a strong possibility that you could succeed in this year, okay? You could get a seat and qualify and take this exam and do very well. The opportunity might be there, but you're going to have to really set your sights on this goal to make it happen. This is not going to just happen easily. You're going to have to really work and study and practice every day. You got to hone in on your skills. Knight of Rods, when something comes up, that could get in the way, could be an obstacle. Think creatively to solve that problem and be confident. You got to be confident about this whole process. You got to know that you can do this, okay? This bowl back here, devil's in the details. Okay, this King of Pentacles card, there are details in this card. I'm going to hold this card up for you to look at because there are things that are going to trigger like symbols for you that I don't necessarily pick up on. So just take a good look at that card because the devil is in the details and this is the card to focus on. So Taurus, if there's a Taurus in your life that can assist you with this, I would say talk to them. If you're a Taurus, you got to use your Taurus skills. If you're not a Taurus, you got to look at what a Taurus does to make this happen. What else? This is a true calling for you. Sky is the limit. This could, you need to take the bull by the horns, okay? Yes, the answer is yes. And here's how to go about it. But you got this. Be confident. You got this. Page of Pentacles. This is school. This is school. A new opportunity. So really good, Kumar. Really supportive message coming through here. You can do it. Remember, you can do it. Take the bull by the horns. Thank you, Taylor. Yes. Novocaine, we're not going to be putting up with any kind of negativity like that. Yeah. Yeah, that was in your cards. All right, Mighty Bugsy. What is coming in for love? Mighty Bugsy. What is coming in for love? Get ready to, there's a lot of potential. Are you getting ready to leave? Okay. The Fool is a new beginning. Get ready to dive in. Be really open. There's a lot of potential for love coming your way. The Tower in reverse. Have you just gotten over something from your past? It's an opportunity to see the truth about an old relationship or a current relationship, and it's time for a new beginning. Yeah, it's time to get over it. Like this definitely has to do with either a past relationship that you're still kind of influenced by or don't have closure over yet, or it's a current relationship that is not working and you got to let that go. Tower in reverse, Ace of Swords, be present to the truth, okay? Think clearly. The Empress in reverse, this is not a good situation. Five of Cups in reverse, time to just acknowledge the disappointment and move on. Ten of Swords in reverse, let this come to an end, okay? Let this painful cycle be released, let it go. It's time to move on to the Fool, which is a new beginning. All right, so there's your love reading. That's what's going on for love. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to do Novocaine, and then ASMR healing. And then I'm going to call it a day. Oh, Novocaine doesn't have a question. Okay. You're very welcome, Kumar. Oh, okay. ASMR healing. A reading. Clean the closet, ready to move. Destination. Clearing out that space. Good on ya. We keep getting this justice in reverse today for so many of our viewers, and it really has to do with tying up those loose ends, just cleaning things up, restoring karmic balance. Ah, so by putting something to an end, you're going to be welcoming in this Two of Cups. Okay, cleaning out the closet, keep going forward with that energy. Okay, if you're ready for something new, keep on closing out the old things that aren't working. Just close them out. You know, I mean, and I'm really getting that kind of energy. Like, you're looking at it, okay, closed, done, out of the way. All right, so keep up with that energy. Keep saying no to the things that aren't working. Get them out of there, because what you're doing right now is creating space for the Two of Cups, which is a really wonderful partnership. And it has to do with bringing out the best in both parties for the good of all involved. Judgment in reverse, Ten of Swords upright. Yeah, there are some things that I think really need to go. And you might be misjudging those situations. Or they're unfair situations that have been impacting you. Somehow you got to close that out. I don't know if it's that it's not fair, there's been an injustice, and you're sort of harboring the pain of that and trying to avoid having that happen again, or whatever it is here. This Justice in reverse, Judgment in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords upright. This is all the stuff that you have to continue, just like cleaning out your closet. Just clean it out. Boom, go. Out. And you're opening up the space for this Two of Cups. Okay? ASMR healing, and then you get the World in reverse. So know that you're not completely finished cleaning out that closet. Okay? A little bit more to do. But you're on the right track. You're doing it. You're doing it. And the goodness is coming. Okay, you're very welcome. Divine timing. Yes. Thank you, Taylor Ray. You're welcome, ASMR healing. I'm going to do this one for Benita Bela real quick, and then I'm going to say see ya. Okay, so anybody who comes in after Benita Bela, I will have to get to you tomorrow for the True Intentions Tuesday reading. But Benita Bela, let's go ahead and just do this real quick. Who is coming toward me in love next? For Benita Bela. Who is coming toward them in love next? Who is coming toward Benita Bela in love next? The Chariot in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, Strength in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Rods. Okay, so the next person coming your way in terms of love interest is someone who is really going to test your boundaries, because they are pretty chaotic. And I don't think that they always think clearly and act decisively. I think that they just sort of act without thinking through things first. And it's going to really test you quite a bit. It's, you know, it could be an opportunity for something. Okay? But this person is going to be a challenge. This person is definitely going to challenge you. There is information to gather from being with this person. Maybe they're a good counterpart for you. Maybe if you're the type of person who likes to have things very controlled, and you do things in a very thoughtful manner, and you maybe overthink sometimes or overplan sometimes. Maybe that's why this person is coming in. But they do have something to offer you. There is a reason for them coming into your life. So don't be surprised by that. Just stay open to receiving what you need to receive. This is interesting. There's an opportunity here, and the opportunity is going to have to do with a spiritual awakening, learning something, setting you on the right track. Really interesting. So if you happen to meet someone who's like, they're just a lot of fun, but they're also a lot, and like they just act without thinking, and they're just crazy, like a wild and crazy guy, kind of, you know, like, I don't know. Interesting. Interesting. That's who's coming your way in love. A wild and crazy. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you all so much for being here today for Earth Magic Monday. If you caught the live question and answer, if you didn't catch the Monday morning reading, I encourage you to rewind, because we had a great message come through from Spirit today, all about unfolding and manifesting and creating and how to do it. So thanks again. Have a wonderful Monday. I will see you tomorrow for True Intentions Tuesday.